Hey, what's up guys, Mr. Mirza here, and I'm back on Injustice. So, I haven't done this series in a while. Chips and tricks and trips and clips and clips and pimps, you know, just all that garbage. Okay, so, this is a legit chips and tricks and lips and pimps and gips and jips and everything. Okay, so, this is on people who actually play the game legit and everything. So as you guys can see, I have 1,000,000 coins and my collection looks pretty clean. I started playing this account back in, I'd say, this year. I started this year around January. So I've had this account for a good 4 months, and so this is how it's like. This is how long, like, this is what 4 months can do to your account. So if you guys just grind for days and just do like what I'm telling you guys, this will be easy money for you. Okay, so starting off, coins. Coins is something that you need in like on a daily. So the most easiest way I get coins is right here. If you go to single player matches, if you go all the way here, right here, this match earns you like easy money for days, and also this match earns you easy money for days. They're a bit hard, but if you just grind on them, you will get like easy money. Another way to earn credits is doing free power credits, watching a video, or completing an offer. There is a glitch to completing an offer. I don't know how to do it, but it doesn't work for me. Apparently, if you would just like wait on the home screen, you would get like 50,000 credits. I have no clue how that even works, but that's how I mainly earn credits. I also do challenges, and the challenges, I do them up to Nightmare. So right when it reaches Nightmare, I stop because my dumb ass can't even do that garbage. Okay, so that's how I usually get coins. I mainly do the single player matches, the star ones. So bonus battles, I do bonus battles. That's what I do. Bonus battle. Yeah, this is, I have no clue what bonus battle this is, but it's level 31 through 40. And I also do this one. And let me just sklockety blank, which is bonus battle of 40 to 50. These get you mad credits. That's what I'm saying, okay? So another thing I think is very important is gear. So gear card is one of the most important things in this whole game, which will like just dominate the garbage out of your team. And right here, if I go to Rebirth, it's like a, you guys can already see I got Gauntlets of Azrael, Netherrealm Kama, and Ra's al Ghul's dagger, man. So over here, you guys can see I have the LexCorp gauntlets, I have the LexCorp chest armor, I have the League of Assassins Adept blade, I have the Fourth World Godly mace, and you guys can already see my Cloak of Destiny is my best gear that I have in my whole collection. Cloak of Destiny is my favorite one. You guys can see I got the non-carbon mask, and you guys can already see the mysterious artifact that I just got from the previous online season. My Enchantress Companion card, Ancient Kama, I'm about to upgrade that bit too, and Mark of Lady Shiva. Now, if you have, okay, so if you guys don't know which gear to upgrade, I would go by crit. So, say you have a card like Batman, like a regular Batman. So, what I would do is I would go and get all the gear for basic crit. So right here, Mark of Lady Shiva, upgrade it to level 3, the Gold Star 3, and you'll have a 30% crit chance on basic attacks and 40% damage boost on basic attacks. So what I'm saying is that for gear, make sure you guys first upgrade the gear with crit boost for basic attack crit boost. So it should look something like this, like 40% damage boost to basic attacks, and then 30% more crit chance on basic attacks. Right here, it says the same thing, 60% damage to basic attacks, and 35% crit chance on basic attacks. So, the one thing, so when you have like a new account, and you guys are grinding, and you guys got a bunch of gear, and you don't know which one to upgrade, I would go by crit chance. So always do crit chance, and make sure it's damage boost to, make sure it's make sure it's the crit chance on basic attacks. That will just demolish your opponent. It will just, like, say your basic attack is 1,000. If you have a crit chance, that bit is going to be like 2,500. So just imagine the type of damage you can do with it. Plus it's consistent. You know, you don't need power for it. You know, you just tap and you're doing hella damage. So for gear, upgrade crit chance on basic attacks. Now, if you already have crit chance on basic attacks, the next gear I would suggest upgrading would be crit chance on special attacks. Now, the ones that I have, the ones that you guys should have, I would think, is the Flash Hyperspeed Plated Suit. This is especially good for the Flash, and plus you're going to be doing crit chance on Special 1. So, I would suggest doing crit chance on Special 1, since it's, it's there like all the time, you just bop, 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 and you have your Special 1. So, what I would suggest is that so like right here, when I first started off the game, I did the crit chance, I did the netherrealm comma, and oh my god, what did I just do? Hold on. Okay, so when I first started off the game, what I upgraded first was the Mark of Lady Shiva. Then after that, I did the netherrealm comma, and then after that, I did the Hyperspeed Plated Suit and the non-carbon mask so that I could do crit chance on Special 1. It is especially good for the Flash as well. You're doing power generation and crit chance on Special 1. Plus, combined with the non-carbon mask, you're doing 20 plus 23%. That's 43%. Crit chance on Special 1. So always think about the crit chance. Now, once you have all the crit chance on lock, and you have the Special 1 crit chance and the basic attack crit chance, what I would suggest doing is that I would move on to gear sets. Now, gear sets are really good for defense, I would say. Some gear sets are good for defense. So, what you would do here, so let's say you've already got the netherrealm comma on deck. You got the basic boost for crit. You got the crit chance for the basic boost. Oh my god, you have the crit chance on basic attacks, and you have the crit chance on specials. Now, once you've got that on lock, you should have at least, I don't know, one gear set piece. And from there, I would suggest upgrading it to a gold star tier. And right here, I actually did LexCorp Gauntlets V2, which gives you a 30% chance on Special 1. So, combined with LexCorp Gauntlets, combined with the non-carbon mask, combined with the Hyperspeed Plated Suit, you could do hella damage. So, it all, like, what I do is I combine my gear cards to see which ones do the most damage, defensive-wise or offense-wise. It all depends. So, I would suggest, focusing on your gear set pieces, and I would suggest focusing on gear sets like these, Scarecrow Mask, but only do these if you know, like, you need it, because I don't really use this, because, last update, this used to be pretty good, but I guess they nerfed it or something. But the Cloak of Destiny, so beautiful. This is the best gear you could possibly ever get. It's amazing. It's like, it is good at what it does. So, gear, I think I've got that on lock. And the other one I would suggest is doing Life Drain. Life Drain also does some pretty good stuff. Right here, you have the Ancient Comma, which does Life Drain. You also have the LexCorp Chest Armor, which also does Life Drain. So, in conclusion, gear pieces, you should focus on crit chance on basic attacks, crit chance on specials, gear set pieces, and life drain. I think those are like the four most best type of damage you could probably do. So focus on gear set pieces, focus on crit chance on basic attacks, focus on crit chance on specials, and focus on life drain. So that is like in general. Now, if you guys want like like a specific gear card breakdown, because obviously the Ra's al Ghul's dagger is really good at what it does, but it's just one. I mean, like you're not gonna find you're not gonna find another Ra's al Ghul's dagger that's gonna do a 5% power drain on combo ender. The Ra's al Ghul's dagger is the only gear card that does power drain on combo ender. So I can't say power drain on combo ender. I'm just talking about in general how half the gear pieces have a crit chance on special 1, half the pieces have life drain, half the pieces have crit chance on specials. So I'm talking about in general, and if you guys can upgrade your gear set pieces, they are good at what they do. And I guess that's it. So once you have, you know, the gear set pieces, the crit chances, and the life drain on point, then you can focus on gear cards that do, what I would do is I would focus on gear cards like the alien artifact. I think it's pretty good at what it does, but I just don't have the resources to do that right now. So, I guess that's it, guys. I told you everything about gear that I think you guys should know. Now, moving on to characters. Characters are super important as well. So, my favorite character in my whole collection is the homie Arkham Knight Batman. And so, what I did with him, I just made him like super defensive. If you guys can already see, my 4th World Godly Mace has a 90% damage boost to Special 2, and my Mysterious Artifact gives him another 11% damage boost to Special 2. And my 4th World Chestplate is just a bonus for Resurrection, basically, and for Max Health 2. So, character-wise, I think you should focus on not high-powered characters. I think you should focus on characters who have good passives. So, passives are this. If you click on a character, on the bottom left screen, you should see their passive name. For Arkham Knight Batman, it's called Wayne Tech. You guys can already see here, when Bruce first engages an enemy, he activates 2 Wayne Tech boosts of his choosing. So, this guy is really good at what he does, because he can avoid crit, he can avoid power drain, he can avoid a lot of stuff. So, you guys can already see I have a lot of gold characters, and a lot of them do a lot of good, a lot of them have a lot of good passives, like Metahuman the Flash has a really good passive, and let me see here, Red Sun Green Lantern has a really good passive. It's probably like the best one in the game for Red Suns. You get like Arkham Origins Deathstroke has a good passive as well, point blank. So you guys can see that these cards would have been like really good if they were like, you know, level 50, and you know I had all the gear for them. These cards would be really good. It's just that these cards have better passives, not because they have a higher elite. I did that myself because these cards had a good passive, so I promoted them. That's why they're Elite 3 and everything, and That's how you're gonna sort your cards. That's how I sort my cards. I look at their passives. Okay, so if you're thinking of a card to add to your online team, see what benefits it has. Red Sun team is an especially good team for online. So just look at the passives, see if the passives work with another character's passives. That's how it would work. So what I could tell you guys right now is right here. Hold on, let me see. So yeah, right here. So I don't have this card, but think about Static, okay? So Static's special one does stun, right? A stun chance. So when you activate your special one on Static, Static stuns the opponent. Then you could get in Insurgency Batman, who does 300% more damage on stunned opponents, and you can just easily just decimate them. So think about the passives, think about what they do, and think about how they help every character in the team. So right here, I'm gonna explain my team to you guys. My online team is Jessica Cruz, is Injustice Superman, and Arkham Knight Batman. So how this team works is that Rebirth Jessica Cruz goes first, and what I do here is that I get off my basic attack, and then her combo ender does power drain, which brings in Kilowog. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce his name right. But her combo ender has a chance to bring Kilowog in for a stun chance. So what happens is that Kilowog stuns the opponent after a combo ender. What I do then is I get in and just do Soupy Soup, and you guys can see here he has the Cloak of Destiny, and he has the LexCorp chest armor, which does a 61% crit chance on basic attack. And so if the opponent is stunned, you can do hold on, let me see how much this does. You can do a 180% more damage increase against stunned, and 46% more damage on crit attacks. So you guys see how my team helps each other out in passives and in gear. So that's how you guys should focus on gear. Should focus on characters. Now, the next thing I think you guys should know about is support cards. Now, support cards are pretty self-explanatory at what they are. What I would suggest getting is I would get the ones that cost alliance credits first, You know, the ones that cost alliance credits, get those first. Especially the Spectre card. That is the beast. I actually got that 2 months ago. The Spectre card, I saved up to get that. So focus on the ones with the alliance credits. Then when you're done, getting the Spectre card or whatever, you guys should focus on support enhancements like these. These are pretty good as well. So that's support cards. Another thing that I should focus on again is promotions. Now promotions, I don't know if it works the way it does, but how I think of it is evening out your players. Now, don't do a team like, okay, let's say you have Rebirth Jessica Cruz and you have Cassandra Canebacker at Elite 1 level 40, and you have, Rebirth Raven at Elite 1 level 39. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work out. You guys want to make sure your team is even, okay? Like, your team stats are evened out. You guys can already see Rebirth Jessica Cruz has 28k, Batman has 26k, and then Superman has 21k. My Superman is only one elite down, which kind of sucks, but his stats are closely similar to Arkham Knight Batman and Rebirth Jessica Cruz in damage wise. For Arkham Knight Batman, I actually augmented his health stats. That's why he has 42k. But what I'm saying is that, don't get like a card like Rebirth Jessica Cruz at Elite 3, and don't just put in a card like Metahuman the Flash, just no Elite in level 50. You guys want to make sure your team is leveled out. For online, it's perfect. It's really good if your team is even out in online. Because I don't get it. Like, I was fighting this one team who had a super high powered Arkham Origins Deathstroke, and I got him out so easily. And then there were bronze cards, and those bronze cards were no challenge at all, just one hit them. So I don't get teams like those. I would suggest you guys even out your teams, and it would make the match a lot more funner. Besides just just wrecking out with just one card, you guys can focus on two other cards. So now, what else is there? There is Star Labs as well. So Star Labs is really amazing. So suppose you have like the best character in your whole team, which for me is Injustice 2 Soupy Soup. So how you wanna do Star Labs Star Labs augmentations is you guys should focus on gear. Should focus on crit chance augmentation. Just focus on crit chance augmentation. But what I'm saying is, guys, once you have your team, once you have a really good account, with pretty good characters that are good in online, you guys should focus on augmentations for crit chance. So right here, my Superman has a 36% crit chance on anything. On Special 1, on Special 2, on basic attacks, on anything. That's what makes augmentations so amazing at what they do. So crit chance is something you should focus on. You should focus on your character. Health and damage are pretty good too, but crit chance is what really steps up your player, damage wise. So you guys should focus on crit chance, and the type of cards you would want to augment would be gold cards. Do not waste your augmentations on silver cards. They're honestly not worth it. Don't waste your time on bronze cards. Make sure you have a really good stable team which can just wreck at and online, and just focus on crit chance. Now, how do you know which character to augment? Now, that's a tricky question. It all depends. It all varies on your team, if I'm being honest. It all varies on your team. So for me, if you look at my collection, the first character I would, augment from the bat would be Injustice Soupy Soup, and that's who I did. Because Injustice Soupy Soup has the best passive in the whole game, I would say. His passive his passive is amazing, and that's why I chose him, because of his passive. Yeah, that's the only reason I chose Superman. Was because of his passive, and because he was a defensive character. I wanted to have more damage. So, focus on a defensive gold card. I would upgrade a defensive gold card. Now, another player that would be good at crit chance augmentations would be Cassandra Cain Batgirl and Metahuman the Flash. And I think, I don't have all the cards, but Arkham Origins Deathstroke would be pretty good. and Bane would be pretty good as well. So focus on cards that have a good have a good passive and pretty good stats. Make sure it's a gold card, because don't waste your time on silver and bronze. I don't think they're worth the augmentations, if I'm being honest. But it's all up to you. So that's Star Labs augmentations. Another thing would be booster packs. Now, which booster pack would you want to get? If you have, like, I don't know, 1,000,000 coins saved up and you're just deciding on which one to get, what I would do is I would do the airplane mode glitch. If you guys don't know what the airplane mode glitch is, search it up on YouTube. But that's an easy way to just to decide on which which booster pack you want. I would highly suggest getting the Arkham pack and just getting the homie Arkham Knight Batman, like I did. And what else is there? There is Breakthrough. I have never done Breakthrough on my legit account, mainly because none of my cards are Elite 7 level 50, so I can't really say anything for that. But if I were, Breakthrough is pretty straightforward. But the Breakthrough eligible is something that is gonna vary through time and time. So I can't really say anything about Breakthrough. I'm sorry. Online battle. Okay, now online battle is something very special to my heart. So what I do to get myself to top 1% in this online season is that I do you guys won't believe this, but I do 7 matches online battles per day. I know that sounds really addicted, I know that sounds like I'm addicted to this game, but I do around 7 matches online battle, and doing that resulted in me getting in top 1%, which will inevitably crap, how do you even say that word? Inevitably, yeah. Which will, sooner or later get me Blackest Night Superman Elite 2. So you guys can see that if you just grind, just legit grind on online season, you can accomplish anything. My dumb app will not be able to do first place. That is crazy. Because look, if you go to leaderboards, and if you go right here, I have my battle rating is 1.5 million. If you go all the way to the top, this guy has a rating of 6.7 million, man. And you guys can look at his team. His team is really good. This team is nice. Wow. And you guys can tell this team is legit. Because there's no crit chance, there's no crit damage, nothing is fully maxed out. The augmentations aren't fully maxed out. So that's why this team is legit. And I applaud him for that. Good job. So that's how online season works. Just do around 7 matches online battle per day. I mean, you could do less. It all depends on you. But doing that will take around at least close to an hour, maybe an hour 30 minutes. I mean, it takes around that much time. But what I do is I extend it throughout the day. When I wake up, when I eat breakfast, I usually do 7 matches online battle. And just throughout the day, I proportion my battles throughout the day. So that's how I do it. So, I think I covered everything. Jesus Christ. Is there anything I left out? No. So I covered Gear Card, I covered Star Labs, I covered Store. Yeah, I covered the booster packs. Now, over here, adding characters. Now, if you're starting off your account, I wouldn't suggest getting these cards. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't suggest getting these cards at all. You guys should focus on saving up your money and buying a booster pack. So a good booster pack to get would be the Apocalypse Darkseid Challenge pack. It is, it's at a decent price for what it gives you. It's just 100,000 more than the gold booster pack. And, the characters the Apocalypse Darkseid Challenge pack gives you are really good high-powered characters that will help you out. So, I think I covered everything. Damn, I stuttered a lot. I'm so sorry. So, I guess this is it for you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, guys.